Hi, I'm Colin Brister from Image MX Photography, and we're here again at Washbrook Farm MX. It's lovely January day. It's going to be a bit wet today, but again, reason we're back, it's been a few years now since the last video, and I've met a lot of photographers in that time, both at the photography show, camera club talks, and one thing they did say is they wanted a bit more detail about the lighting and about the techniques that I use out on track. So we've come here today, harshest time of the year, the track is absolutely soaking, there's going to be lots of flying mud. This isn't normally when we do our workshops, they come a bit more in spring and summer when it's drier, and it's a bit easier for the photographers we take out, but keep an eye out for the dates. So like I said, today we're going to do kind of a few new things, some portraits, show you some easy portraits a little bit later on, and then we'll go out on track and show you the setups and how I shoot motocross. So first, the gear. So the gear I use, my main camera body is the 1DX. My second body is the 7D Mark II. So on this one, we have the workhorse lens, as I call it, 70-200. It's going to capture most of your shots. I tend to take two bodies out with me, gives me an option. The other camera is the 7D Mark II. Great little camera, and what I do with this, I kind of tend to use more shorter lenses on it. So today we're going to be using a 10-22 on it, but again, you know, anything down to 10mm all the way up to 300 is great for motocross. On to the lighting. So these are my units, my two main units. These are about 5 years old now. These are the PIXAPRO City 600s. As you can see, these have been cleaned, but mine aren't the best looked after. They're used in conditions where I need to use them, and this is the great thing about these strobes. With the battery operated, I started on speed lights, so to carry a lot of batteries and a lot of speed lights to get the power I needed to overpower the sometimes. Quite difficult. The 600s have made it a lot easier. I can carry a spare battery on me, quick, easy to swap over, and then we're ready to go again. So on the lights themselves, what we've got is, we've got three modes on here. We've got manual, multi and the TTL. For motocross, I'm going to swap between the manual and the TTL. I don't know how many of you have tried the TTL system, but it does a lot of the work for you. I sell the units at the photography show to a lot of photographers, and one of my questions when I re-see them next year is, have you used the TTL system? A few seem to be a little bit timid of using it, but it's a great system. Like I say, it does a lot of the work for you. While we're out there, we'll swap. Some shots will be done TTL, others then we can go to manual and get a bit more creative. Again, with the cameras, we're going to be shooting between manual and aperture. So again, I can decide how creative we want to get. In addition, over the last few years, I've added to the lighting system the Pika 200, great little unit. If you want that little bit of extra light, easily slips into a pocket. Again, all these are controlled from the trigger, so I can set up each light individually. Today I'm going to have the two big ones on A and B with the little Pika on C group. Going back to the trigger, so once the lighting's set, all the adjustments I need to do with the lighting, so if I put them separately, I can have each one set differently. So for instance, I could have full power on the main unit on A, half power on B, and C, depending what I want to do with it, can be all set from the trigger. And it's quite easy, you just work through the screen, going from A, B or C, changing the power. Or again, you know, if I want to get the system to do it all for me, I'll just put them all on TTL. So once I've set my lights up, I never have to go back to them. So if I've put them 100 yards away from me, everything can be done here. I can even turn certain lights off. So I've got so much creative light there to do what I want and kind of create the pictures that I want to capture.